Lovely ignited people. So we are looking at part two of the tree of life. So part two of the tree of life, we have seen that the lips of the east and the lips of the west have come together to perform the optimum best. So that was Adam and or Eve and her husband. They always say Adam and Eve, and because however that was going, and of course later on Adam would be mentioned, but we see that the numerical values have been used to perfection, and that is really saying that everything was in twos, everything had been paired up. In fact, High Priest Aaron is saying do a numerical value for the word pair, which is 9917. So this is 1926. Ooh, interesting. 26. Okay, so this is what we have just done in part one, of course. So we see pair, and everything has been so. This is the proof of what we are saying, that the number 8, wherever you see that, infinitely 8 or whatever it is, that means two sixes, where 8 is, two sixes, that, and I have just said in part 1 as well, that we are of the he God who created man, created he created he created he them, he created male, female, and he them. So there were 6 people or species that come under the man title, if you like, the man title, and that we become the embodiment of that. So you can see as well with the two sixes, the two creations, we don't only become the embodiment of this 6 species here. It's like it seemed like we have become the embodiment of the 2 sets of creations, which is 12. Wow, so we have actually like 12 people in us. So it's, oh wow. So Christ, I'm beginning to really love the story of Jesus Christ. So Christ and his disciples. So Christ and his disciples, of course, he's at the table. He becomes the 13th person at the table. That means coinciding with Hezit, so the two creations, and this equals 13. So Christ is at the table with their 13, and he breaks bread meaning free. Bread is number 3, and he breaks wine. Of course, he don't break wine. They drink wine, and he says, "This is my blood. This is my bread," and so on. And so, wine and bread comes to 9. And of course, if we did the numerical value for the word 9, Nine, it comes to 24. 2 plus 4 is 6. Okay, so we can see how 6 is formed right here, and this is what we are saying. Everything and the gods were in pairs as well in that creation, and we too. So we too are sets of these 2 creation, and of course. Oh, this is delicious. I don't want to get too carried away. I want to explain this. High Priest Aaron, help us here to really get the gist of this lesson here. So pair is 2 sixes. In these 2 sixes tells us that everything was pair, like we hear of Adam and Eve. Now we know that there was Eve is the mother of all living, so we are not even looking at this Eve here, because the story of maybe eating of the fruit or whatever was with another, her daughter, just put it this way, her species, her kind, her whatever it is. We have in the presentations that we have done how Eve is the embodiment of all there is. So we have the 2 sixes. 2 plus 6 is 8, which has the symbol of infinity right here, where 2 is, and this is why Christ said, where 2 shall agree upon a thing. He said 2 or more, but 2 or more. I think more, the word more, let's just look at more, because this is 14. 24. 24 is also 6. Wow. Where 2, so we have said where 2 or more. So basically Christ is saying, this is people, we need to really wake up and smell the moringa. Moringa is actually 5. Okay, moringa is a herb, it's a tea. It's really helping for everything, or spiritual, physical, mental immunity. I had to just put that there. So basically, where two or more shall gather in my name, two or more. So two actually is here we see two, and we see more is actually 6. So there we are seeing, because 13 is actually coming here, is also, this is also including 13. So this B form, this B here, then this B here is actually 13 when it's bonded. When it's bonded, it becomes 2. The 13 is bonded, where agreement has been formed. Whenever you've eat of something that someone prepares, you are on par with this person right there. Okay, and so here we, okay, so we see that the word when Christ says, so basically the whole scriptures is written in numerology. It is in numerology to make sense of it, but we need to now unearth the essence of the numbers, so people cannot keep going using numbers to be selling us ideas and stuff that we do not want. So for instance, if you know, like for instance, Pope equals 7, Francis equals 7, and on the 14th, so 2 sevens are 14, and the 14th of May, which is 1 plus 4 is 5, and so on the 14th of May, which equals 14 as well. So we have the 5s all in this, and there is an invitation. So basically he has tapped into a lock, and actually 5 equals key, 5 equals home, 5 equals house, 5 equals Eve, 5 equals let's see, lock and key. So basically he's got lock and key. 5 equals so many other things, and so I was trying to see, just to give you the essence of 5 in a way that okay. Yes, I've got it. Okay, so we have 5 equals mouth, life, chamber, finger, perseverance, moved, made, sweat, by the sweat of your brow. 14 is exactly sweat, or sweat is exactly 14. When Christ says, I am the vine, that's 5. And even the word wrong as well, which, who is saying what's wrong? So that's 5. Double is 5. Paul, bring, to bring something. Joy is 5. Stars is 5. Power is 5. Easter is 5. View is 5. Sacred, something sacred is 5. Kundalini activation is 5. Your cells, your body cell is 5. Key, as I have said. Darkness, no, not darkness. To shut something is 5. To open is 5. To make something made is 5. Virtue is 5. Kindness is 5. To say mine is 5. Men is 5. So when you are actually, for instance, with all these 5s here, when you're actually giving of your attention and your vibration into somebody else's idea on such a phenomenal time, and in this vibration of numerical numbers, you have given the person the key, you have given them the house, it's like saying, here's my key, open up and help yourself to whatever it is, because you have your house, your body is the cell. This is the cell. So when someone is speaking there or giving you their word or whatever, and you are, I'll tell you, you are taking in all this, like word is 6, and your cell is 5. You are actually going in this new. Anytime you are listening to something with intent, you are here. You are in new. You are 5, and so you are buying into whatever it is they're selling. So you need to be mindful, people. Be mindful. So we are talking about the tree of life. So we are nearly in 10 minutes. So we have seen that the lips, actually, LIPS, is actually, I think, did we say it's 20? Of course. So 20, two twos are 4, and 4 is actually setting that foundation. If we also did the numerical value for the word 4, which is 6, 6, 3, 9, adding this together, this would be 9, 9, 18, 19, 24. So we can see that 4 is like foundational, but it's also saying that 2 plus 4 is 6, that which we are talking about, and 24 hours a day, whatever else 24 actually means. But this 2 here, if we did that separate, this would give us 4. If we did 4 separate, actually that would give us 6. So this would be 46, which is in line with the sacrifice. So this is like 24 hours a day, coinciding with the sacrifice. Okay, so let's not get too carried away here, but we have seen pair, and we are talking about the tree of life. So we had tree, TREE was free, and of is actually, oh, we did this on the other one. So, and free, and so we had life is actually 5. We added this together, and that gave us 11. So this would be 6 and 5, 11. We also saw that if we did this separate, that this would give us 7, because the word one is 7, like in new, or like in own, or like, so, yeah, because one sounds like when you've won something. And then we would have another 7. This gives us 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. So we see that we could concisely or definitely say that Eve is the tree of life. Eve is the tree of life. This is why she knew that the fruit was good. And so the word good actually equals 5. You are what you eat. Right here. And another thing that was noted is that I was trying to remember earlier as well, is that God said, behold, send them to the east of the garden, or wherever he planted the man, and said, behold, the man, or in case the man becomes like us, or behold, the man has become like us. So like us would be, us is 31, which is 4. And we could say like, because all these are the ways that a lot of things have been hidden. So this is 7, and 9 is 16. 7 and 9 is 16. 17, 18, 19. So this would be 19 is 10. So 1 plus 4 is 5. So can you see, behold, or whether the man is going to be like us, because I want to be careful that I give you the right information. But behold, the man has become like us, or behold, the man may become like us. But like us actually is 5. But who is like us? 5. Hey, Eve. Eve is like us, the man. So man, of course, MAN is 4, 1, 5. And this, of course, is 10. And we began this thing with 10 because 10, whenever we have 10, like in COVID 19, for instance, the 19, of course, makes it that something needs to birth out. Something needs to birth out. It's birthing out, and that's why it mutates as well. So we have 10 here. Okay, because 10 is like male and female. And of course, doing the numerical value for the word 10, which is where Mother Eve said let, as in free words, LET. And of course, that comes to 10, but doing the numerical value for 10 is 5, 5. That gives us 12. And this is where we start the whole cycle of 12 hours a day. So the first cycle and the first letter Mother Eve utters in her letters is here. When she says, let there be light, that comes to 12. It comes to 12. Because not only that, the word let comes to 12. to 12 as in this format, but the whole thing as 4 words: let there be light. That comes to 12. So we can see that the tree of life had everything in it, everything right here. We see that the 1 which is 11, and let's just try and see if we can conclude on this. If not, we'll have to do another video to really show the essence of the tree of life through numerology. We are doing this because we really want to empower ourselves. We want to heal our lives. We want to be able to get over this coronavirus and COVID-19, and we really want to be able to find ourselves and build our immunity, our physical immunity, our spiritual immunity, our mental immunity, and to excel and be resilient enough so we can begin to live the life that we are truly meant to live. We want to be able to share our lives, our dreams, our aspirations with others, and be in that spirit of oneness. We want to be able to know that we hold a conviction that no one or no situation can really throw us off course. So basically, it's all about loving ourselves, and we are talking about self-love here. So here we are going to do another video on the tree of life. So I hope you have enjoyed this. Do join me again and stay ignited.